Hey, what's up guys, Gang Dragon here. As we continue off with my perk deck series, being the last one being the Maniac perk deck, I'll be covering up the Anarchist perk deck, or, probably more well known, Sydney the Anarchist. And I can tell you right now at the bat, I bet a lot of people have already bought this character pack, either for the character or the perk deck itself. To me, I just buy it because I enjoyed the content of this game. So let's actually take a deep look at Anarchist. Of course, as before, helmet bopping, blending in, walk in the closet, and fast and furious, I won't be covering those because it's been shared across to all the decks. But we are going to cover the one that are more specific, especially the Anarchist. Blitzkrieg Bop. Instead of fully regenerated armor when out of combat, the Anarchist will continuously regenerate armor throughout the entire combat. Heavier armor regenerates more armor, but during lower individuals. When your armor gets depleted, you will be immune to health damage for 2 seconds. This cannot occur more often than every 15 seconds. Note: skills and perks that increase the armor recovery rate are disabled when using this perk deck, such as the armor and the shock and all basic. Straight edge. 50% of your health is converted into 100% armor. Death or glory. 50% of your health is converted into 110% armor. Rise above. 50% of your health is converted into 120 armor. And then, lust for life. Dealing damage will grant you 10 armor. This can only occur once every 1.5 seconds. And of course you get your completionist bonus. So what is Anarchist? Well, it's another of a type of armor perk deck similar to the armor. However, the kicker here is you don't get armor recovery, you get armor regen instead. So instead of waiting for your armor to be fully backed up immediately, armor regen will only give you a bit of your armor back. And you think this is a bad thing. Well, not really this case, because it gives you a lot more armor, so you lose half of your health to compensate for more armor. So this is especially more of an aggressive armor perk deck. So I do have a few skills that affects the armor. So this is the stability here. I won't go for all of them, but I will go for the one that are very important. Well, since the Anarchist does have, gives you half of your health, I went ahead and get a little bit more health with the Partners in Crime. That way it will increase my health by 30%, so it gives me a little bit more. And since the only way to get myself armor back is by either, wait until of course, a armor regen over time, dealing damage to an enemy, and also having at least bullseye basic. But I went ahead for the ace version because that's where you're gonna have the most with it and the most benefit with the Anarchist. And of course, anytime you get a headshot, it doesn't matter if it's a kill or not. As long as you hit them in the dome, you get your armor back. I also went ahead to get Iron Man basic to give myself more armor. And of course the Die Hard Ace to give me even a bit more armor. And of course I'm using the weapon of choice. I'm pretty sure you'll find out. Went ahead for Inner Pocket Ace so I get more concealed. So of course it's going to be another low blow skill. A few suppressors, and of course the usual. So that means I have 3 ways to get armor regen back over time. dealing damage and going for the head. Now she does come with her own weapon choices. Her very first weapon choice, well, for her melee side, will be the wing butterfly knife. And by the looks of it, it's kind of a run-of-the-mill, just like every other melee weapon. But this one does have a cool little, well, charge up animation, where the character actually plays around and fingering around with the butterfly knife. As much as very cool it is, in terms of comparing to other melee weapons in gameplay, it's still not the best. But I give them props for the animators to animate this stuff, which is nice. And her signature weapon of choice, it is, of course, it's called the bootleg rifle, but I like to call it the HK416. So here's an attachment I put with it. And of course this is an assault rifle with a large drum magazine. So I have it on here with the AML barrel, the bigger the better suppressor, an accuracy boost, auto fire, compact laser module, rubber grip, no sight, and the war-torn stock. As for my secondary, I went ahead and picked the 5.7 pistol, of course for the piercing rounds, and plus I feel a little bit of a Black Ops 2 vibe when using these two weapons. So I went with the 5.7 here, is the tin treated barrel, the raw tech suppressor, team boost, micro laser, and extended mags. And also this weapon is kind of similar, the bootleg is quite similar to the M26 back in Black Ops 2. So that's where I got the little idea from, since both of these weapons did appear in Black Ops 2 and they were my favorite weapons. Now, since Anarchist is usually all about being mayhem and basically destruction and I don't know, other type of warfare they do, so I figure a Molotov cocktail would be a good choice. Of course, I went ahead and picked the first aid kits because I expect to go down or lose a bit of damage due to half of the health. And of course I picked a lightweight ballistic vest just to give me a little bit of armor, but also give me a little bit more speed so I could get benefit with the crits. And of course I picked the raft mask because, well, anarchies are usually people usually like to make destructions and leave many bodies in their wake. So that's the reason why I picked the mask, because it does have that, I don't know, anarchy face to it. And you may not agree, which is totally fine, but it's just how the way I see it. But enough about the looks. Let's just see the anarchy in action. Alright, the Anarchist perk deck. Of course, I've been using this perk deck quite a long time now, and of course, it was one of the more anticipated perk deck that I really want to give it a try and hoping to make it on console at some point. And this was back in 2016. So about a year later for at least consoles, at least the Crime Wave edition, I was able to get all of them.
How about you taking a hostage? The police assault is going to take more time.
Careful, God. Put him up, fuckwit.
I'm not trying to stealth it, but oh, that's perfectly fine. Okay, need you now because you gave me a little bit more health. So the interesting note is, of course, with Anarchist, you just get your armor regen. Now you may see my armor is not recovering. It takes a little bit of chunks. So it will take some time to get to it. So if you have a two-piece suit, or even a lightweight ballistic vest, it is much more easier to... I almost shot you. It's easier to get a little bit of chunks back. But at the same time, it does take, of course, the enemies will take more damage to your armor, so you gotta be careful with that. While wearing the ICTV, for example, will bring you a bit of chunks of armor back, but at a cost of much longer time. So you just have to be very careful with it. So you just have to be very careful. And as for the bootleg itself, it was one of my, I would say, one more fun ARs in the game, but definitely not one of the best for the SOD, just because it does have the second slowest time to kill just after the M-car. That's why only a little more shine to it, because it has that drum magazine, as well as a much faster rate of fire. And of course, Anarchist is, well, kind of good with any armor, even on an ICTV, which I do have fun with it on Mayhem, Deathcoin, and a bit of Death Wish. But for Death Sentence, I do have a little bit mixed feelings with it. And sometimes I do use it on a two-piece suit, just because I get the dodge and a bit of speed as well, or get a lot of speed and just a bit of dodge. And of course works well with crits, which I do have a lot of builds with it, with the Anarchist crits build. It actually makes a lot of weapon a lot more viable.
It's a motherfucking bulldozer!
God, I think the long. Oh, no. Oh, that's definitely a scary sight to see a bulldozer in the bathroom. And I accidentally. But I do have to say the 416 does have some sexy iron sights. And of course, I'm actually nervous with the Anarchist against snipers. Oh my god! I can't believe my toes can't overstep the. Okay, I think the SWAT turret's at the main driveway. I don't trust.
That was a hell of a beating you just handed out. Now, make what you did count.
You're going to die here.
Oh, so much. Okay, that's gotta be a lot of ammo I need to pick up for the 5.7. It's like one bullet at a time. Oh, of course I killed the security guard. Voila. Alright, I need to search more evidence. Okay, I'm just gonna actually throw some in here. This is usually the spot I go for the evidence. I gotta... I'm about to say I gotta make you carry one. There you go. So how many was that? So that's 4, 5. I need one more. I'll probably carry one myself, but it's not really advised to do because I do have first aid kits, and if I carry a bag with me, then I have like a 1-second delay. And wow, that went down fast. Holy sh... Wow. So that's the reason for the low health, is you want to make sure you have your armor keep topping off. And why did you kick like there's a door there? Okay, now I need Jiro. Okay, you got it. Okay, go ahead. Come on. I think Jiro did drop the back, and they must have kicked the drill. Okay, I got some here, but I'm not gonna bag him up. So yeah, the Anarchist is worked pretty well, but I do think it works better off on a 2-piece suit. But I'm pretty sure there's other people out there that could make Anarchist work well with the other armors as well. Holy shit. No, that's not good. Now, where's the... Oh my... Oh my god. That was close, and I thought I used my uppers for that dozer, but Jesus Christ.
Remember to watch your back. Do you hear that noise? The drill's jammed. We need to get it fixed.
Alright, now I need that. Oh, I don't feel safe because of the snipers. Watch. The moment I get dinged, I go in custody. Come on. Come on, come on, come on. So, oh, good. Oh.
I see a bulldozer.
Get him up! Kneel, dipshit! Put your cuffs on!
Okay, I thought that was for me.
Ain't that what the fuck? Here's the first aid kit.
got not really much to say for it, but oh yeah, the barfly. Well, you can see the animation. I mean, it looks pretty cool. But is it really practical? I don't think so for combat. And as for the HK416, I really wish they would have had the buff it desperately needs. However, I do think this should be at least a medium damage AR instead of a low damage. I mean, I understand why they made the damage so low because you have so much rounds, but at the same time you do give it more accuracy, which I don't think it should be the case at all. Which I do think it'll be a nice option if you have a magazine option, able to have like a 30 round magazine where you have a much better accuracy or able to convert to a different ammunition type. So instead of having a 100 round drum mag that shoots very low damage, you can swap it out for a 30 round magazine but does at least medium damage, just like the other 60 damage ARs, or close to it. At least it will make the weapon a lot more effective, a lot more potent, and of course this would also increase more concealment to the weapon. Oh, did I think I destroyed the plane crash with the, oh no. Oh, that's what I need. Oh my god, really? Oh my god, where's the medic zone? Wait, who was that climbing up behind the dozer? Oh my god, I gotta be burning on ammo on this. God. Oh, this is a huge mess. And I do have to say, if they ever make the return of the perk decks to Payday 3, or either make some rework to it, I do really hope Anarchist makes a comeback in some way, shape, or form, because I do think it's one of my favorite perk decks. Now I'm just gonna wait out for the drill. We have like a minute left, and that's a minigun dozer. Oh, I hear a medic. He's... And of course, another tip with Anarchists, or basically in general, sometimes always do pre-firing, because it does save you a life in the down, just in case they get the hit on you first, which normally is very frustrating to do. And this is very handy to have because, especially for snipers. Here's Hector, and you keep tripping, man. Jesus Christ. The man keeps tripping. Alright, now I have to wait it out. I guess I could bag these up. Alright, now I gotta give it to 0.
Okay.
Hopefully you don't lose it this time.
Over there! Sniper!
Alright, let's see pre-firing like this. They really don't have any chance to fire back, so... And after all, this weapon is not designed to be very accurate. Man, it sure takes a lot of bullets to the head with this weapon. Even with crits. Oh, come on. I want to go for the headshot with the shield. So yeah, even with Anarchist, you shouldn't really be afraid of the dozers, and not even the green one either, because as long as you have your armor on top, you shouldn't be afraid of it. The only real threat of the enemy that you need to be focused and be a bit afraid of is the snipers, because they do have, they're the only one that capable of damage through your armor, so be careful. Oh, that's very convenient. Oh, I did not mean to do that. And Jiro, why did you... Okay, that's twice now that two people just kick a invisible imaginary door. Oh man, why couldn't I do that? Like, I always have to lockpick a door, but they can always just kick a door. Ooh. No. Great, now I need to grab the other... Okay, I need one more here, and I miss! How did I miss that? Oh, okay, you know what, I'm not even gonna bother with it because it's too much. Oh my god, I want him to surrender! Why didn't he surrender? Okay, you know what? I'm not even convert him because I do. Oh, I already have one. Oh, that sucks. That the fit bag just dropped like that. Okay, I actually do want one of them to come with me and take the bag. Okay, I gotta give another one just in case.
I'm on it.
Oh, that's a lot. Okay, one more. Damn, I would have the whole 8 of them, but that's fine. Oh, there we go. Well, there we go. That was the Anarchist. Oh, damn. Almost one more kill, and I would have the perfect body count. But yeah, that was, well, that was Sydney the Anarchist. Definitely a very fun perk deck. Probably definitely the top 3 perk decks for the highest difficulty. The other two that comes to my mind is Stoic, and probably the more controversial but very mixed is Rogue. But I do know the other ones, such as the Kingpin and Armor, are good. But it really depends the playstyle, and most of the time, not a lot of people talk about these perk decks. But yeah, thank you for watching, everyone. Until next time, farewell, and have a wonderful day, everyone.